So it's a beautiful summer evening. It's hot. I wish a little wind would kick up when it's got to still be close to 100 degrees. When there's just zero wind, it just feels like an oven. Not that I'm complaining, just letting you know. Be prepared. I'm in a nice thin shirt and thin shorts. Do a little bit of shopping before you come over here and make your life easier. A string of sewing machines and a little back alley that all the tailors take their work to. So when you go into that fancy tailor shop and it's a nice beautiful store, it ends up in some back garage somewhere where the actual work gets done, and I somehow get lucked out and cut out the middleman, and I just take my things right to those folks. Like I say, it's nothing fancy, but they do some beautiful work at an affordable price. If somebody really wants to know, send me a message and I'll give you directions back there, but it's not up to me to publicly identify a business that I don't even really think is a public business. Yeah, very nice people and hard working in this non-air conditioned shop. They all got a little fan on them, but it is just roasting back here. I mean, this is all that's just a little tin shelter is all that probably even makes things hotter. This beautiful tailor shop here, let's just put it this way, there's no sewing machines in the back of that store, or not a lot of them. They'll do the measurements and they'll take the fancy time to show you all the beautiful fabrics, and then a place like I went is actually going to make the shirt 90% of the time. Not all of the time. I'm sure there's some dedicated tailor shops where everything's in-house, but not everywhere. And here's a fancy tailor shop compared to where I just came from, so you can see the difference. And I've never asked them. They only speak Thai, so it's a little bit of back and forth on the Google Translate. If they would make me a shirt or anything custom, I think it would be a little difficult. They don't seem set up back there to do fittings, and let's say you wanted a suit made. Yeah, that's going to take multiple fittings and all. I would say no. This is a pretty fun place, the Tipsy Tap. There's Sukhumvit, and Soi 11 is just on the other side. So you can see you're within feet of the Nana BTS stairs. They have, it's happy hour till 7, 119 pints, $95 or 95 baht beer bottles. Sorry, it's a little hot. I'm overheating. I've been running around. This place is also fun. It says the Velvet Restaurant, Nightclub, DJ and Dancing. Maybe they have an upstairs. I've said it in another video. I've always just seen this mellow kind of restaurant area. It seems set up like a sports bar. So I'm not sure where the DJ and Dancing is. I assume up on a top deck. Some kind of rugby or Australian rules football thing that I don't know anything about. Everybody's having a good time. Right across the street from Soi 8's the Soi 11 party area. If you're coming to Bangkok and you don't want to head to Cowboy or Nana, the red light districts, head over to Soi 11 if you want to see some Bangkok craziness. There's the Game Sports Bar. I guess it's right near Soi 11. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe that's on the corner of Soi 9. Can't miss it at the bottom of the BTS stairs. There's a beautiful yellow Porsche. Beautiful car. You'll find all kinds of expensive cars, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, everything rolling around Bangkok. There's some real money in this city. Right at the bottom of the Phrom Phong station. Every time I walk by this Nihondo jewelry, I'm not a real knickknacks guy, or whatever this is, porcelain. It says it's a jewelry shop, but they just have such a beautiful display. It always catches my eye. So if this is something you're interested in and you want to take back some nice little treasures here from Bangkok, maybe check this place out in Phrom Phong. You come over here and on the left is Hair of the Dog. Craft beer spot. I think there used to be a couple of Hair of the Dogs. This one is the only one I know of that's left, but I could be wrong on that. And there's a breakfast story, which is kind of like a Denny's upstairs. I don't think it's open right now. Well, it says 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Okay. So I've ate there a couple of times. It's okay. It's not super cheap. It's going to be about $10 for a good American breakfast. I'm sure they have English breakfast and all kinds of things on the menu, but it's a breakfast spot. Probably they have hamburgers and other items too, but I've always had breakfast there. Here's Buster's Fish and Chips. Japanese food. And right at Sukhumvit on the right is a Via Market. So if you stay anywhere in this area, that's a good little spot, and I believe it's 24 hours. Oriental carpets and framing right by the Via. Also, they have a nice little florist. Aka Noon Flower Shop. Sunrise Tacos. You'll find this chain all over Thailand. It's decent. Decent Mexican food. And here's the Via. Next to the Sunrise Tacos, they just opened a second Easy Burger. I've been eating at the Easy Burger in En Newt on Soi 50 near Cheap Charlie's since it opened. Really good burger. So it's good to see they're expanding. Prime Burger is also a very popular spot in Pattaya, and I know of 3 locations here in Bangkok. There's probably more. I just ducked into the Robin Hood Tavern to hydrate. Nice and air conditioned. Feels great. 2 levels here at the Robin Hood. I'll go upstairs after I have this beer. I'm pretty sure they have 2 pool tables, at least 1 upstairs. Even if you don't drink a lot or drink at all, really familiarize yourself with these pubs around town because they offer amazing roast specials. I guess that's big in the UK where they'll have a Sunday roast, but here it's normally Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Chicken, pork, steak, all affordable and homemade, tastes delicious. Other days they just have food specials. You might want to also pick up some of those cooling towels on Amazon, the ones that hang around your neck. I brought a couple, and to be honest, I don't really use them. You'll wet them on the way out the door, put them around your neck, and that thing is dry as a bone within 10 minutes. So I just always make sure to have a clean, or relatively clean. I try to swap it out once in a while. Nice washcloth, small towel, whatever, in your bag, and just wipe yourself down whenever you head into a nice air-conditioned spot or on the BTS train. I see other guys walking around with a towel around their neck. A dry towel, I assume. That's maybe another way to go, but nah, I just go with my washcloth. My mistake. They have 1 table up here. Looks like a nice table, and I'm sure there's a dartboard in here. Yeah, there usually is. If you're really into darts and pool, Soi 13 is where you're going to be in the Nanai area. Just 3 or 4 bars right next to each other with multiple tables. I think one of them has 6 tables. Every time I walk by there, it's pool leagues. It'll be the Hawaiian shirt guys, that kind of thing. So once again, thanks for checking out my little channel. Consider subscribing if these looks around Bangkok is something you're interested in. I'd appreciate it. Have a good evening.